Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing beautifully well. Today, it's valued viewer request is new from Tom Law, who we all know by now is in no way valued, but he certainly still sent a request in. Cap, is it possible to recreate the Banja Luka incident? It would be a great display of F-16 firepower. Okay, let's go and have a look at that. So, Banja Luka incident. On the 28th of February 1994 was an incident in which 6 Republika, sorry for pronunciation, Srpska Air Force J-21 Jastreb, I think that's Yugoslavian built single-seat light attack jets, think MB339, think L-39ZA. Jets were engaged and 4 of them shot down by NATO warplanes from the US F-16 fighters southwest of Banja Luka, Bosnia-Herzegovina. Successfully engaged and destroyed several Bosnian Serb warplanes which had attacked a Bosnian factory while suffering no casualties of their own. It marked the first active combat, air-on-air or otherwise, in NATO's history. Didn't realise that. Here's about the bombing, and we'll put this video link in the video description so you can read about it if you want. Air engagement. The Bosnian Serb Jastrebs headed northward, so I guess they'd done their bombing run, back to their base at 0645. The NATO fighters engaged their opponents. Captain Robert G, so F-16s here, Wright, fired an AIM-120 of some description, AMRAAM, down, it was 1994, so would this be Bravos? I'm not sure. Downing the first Jastreb, which was flying at 5,000 feet. The remaining Jastrebs dropped to a few hundred feet, flying at low level to use the mountainous terrain to hide from the radar and make their escape. There is no hiding from an F-16. Make their escape to Udbina. Wright pressed on, closing to within AIM-9 Sidewinder range. I wonder why he got so close. He engaged 2 aircraft with heat-seeking Sidewinder missiles, shooting them both down. After he had expended all his missiles and low on fuel, Wright handed over to the chase to his wingman, Captain Scott O'Grady. He got shot down. Do you remember Scott O'Grady? Right. We've got another video to do on Scott O'Grady. Later in the war, he gets shot down by an SA, by a SA-6 or a Buck, I've forgotten. Book.
Do we not do him already? I thought we
No, I've checked. He's in, well, okay. If we go back to our spreadsheet to do Scott O'Grady, he is in here somewhere. Campaigns. So there it is, 1995. So it's the next year. F-16 Scott O'Grady was shot down the Bosnian Air Forces by an SA-6, a Cub missile.
That was the base of that movie.
That was the base of the movie, which we then followed in another video behind enemy lines. Right. So we've still got to do this, but the guy who was asked for it, Aliso Murgia, was asked for a full campaign, which okay. Actually, we might be able to do that, you know. That's an interesting question. I've just thought, right, all these things come together in my head. Anyway, let's not waste a valuable human's time. Where do we get to? So everything's linking to, and that's one thing we're really starting to see. We've done so many of these historical videos that we're starting to see videos featuring the same pilots again and again, or incidents. Like we found a particular F-14 airframe, Boo number, has come up in 3 of our videos now, because throughout the years, the 80s and 90s, and before it decommissioned, it was used in 3 different actions. I mean, don't you find that incredibly interesting? I do. So Scott O'Grady, these are actual real pilots, so they do actual real tactics, like having top cover above his flight leader. O'Grady dropped down to engage and fired an AIM-9. The missile locked on, and the proximity fuse of the warhead severely damaged the tail of the targeted Jastreb. Black Flight was now approaching bingo fuel, at the point at which the plane will not have enough fuel to return. Technically, that's not actually true, but near enough. So they pulled off to refuel from the K-135 Stratotanker, circling in orbit over the Adriatic. At the time, that's one problem with the F-16, fuel. Have you noticed? At the same time, the other pair of F-16Cs, Knight 25, Knight 26, had been vectored to the area. So I wonder why, because he got shot down in F-16. I wonder why they used Hornets for the video of behind enemy lines. Maybe because it was in the storyline that you had to have a pilot and a whizzo. Had been vectored by AWACS at 650. Knight 25, piloted by Steve Yogi Allen, managed to get in behind a single Jastreb flying at low level. He launched a Sidewinder, downing another J-21 Jastreb. Knight 25 flight turned back hard to the south, where Knight 26 John J. Mayer established radar lock on another aircraft fleeing to the northwest. After a minute of pursuit, radar contact was lost and the flight broke off for the attack. Low on fuel, 26 and 25 returned to the tanker over the Adriatic. After refueling, they resumed combat air patrol of Bosnia. One remaining Serb aircraft was able to land as it ran out of fuel at Ubdina Air Base in the Serbian Krajina in present-day Croatia. The USAF credited 3 kills to Captain Robert Gordon Wilbur Wright, flying F-16C Block 40, that number, using AMRAAM and 2 Sidewinders, and 1 kill using AIM-9 Sidewinder to Captain Yogi Allen, flying F-16C Block 40, that number, of the same unit. Bosnian Serbs acknowledged the loss of 5 aircraft in the incident. The discrepancy, probably, wow, an enemy that actually accepts the losses. We're not used to that, are we, RC? Usually, no, nothing was shot down. The discrepancy probably stems from the fact that an additional aircraft crashed after being hit by a missile explosion while trying to escape in low-level flight. The engagement was the first wartime action conducted by NATO forces since its formation in 1949. Here we have the Bosnian Serb pilots, and whether they survived or whether they were killed and so on. And here we have a summary. We've got 6 J-21s, so think L-39s, 2 times interesting J-22s, think somewhere between, we think, Jaguar and Mirage F1, we think, for that. Plus, obviously, the Block 40 F-16Cs, we've got Block 50, but near enough. Casualties and losses, no F-16s were shot down. 5 aircraft downed, 3 pilots killed, 1 wounded. Now, the interesting thing was, if we go back to the original quote from Tom, and this guy knows what he's talking about, it says it would be great to show of the awesome firepower of the F-16. I mean, is it? I mean, when you're fighting against a bunch of planes that can't fight back, essentially, we're just chasing them down. I mean, don't get me wrong, great engagement. They did a really good job and everything, but shooting fish in a barrel, question mark? What do you think, RC?
Yeah.
I may be wrong. Let's go and try it out for us.
So.
Yeah, well, let's go and try it out for ourselves and see if we can do it, RC.
Yeah. Okay,
welcome back. So we've got 8 times bad guys that are flying into that canyon just ahead of us. You'll have to take our word for it. Myself and RC are in Block 50 F-16Cs with period accurate weapons, we think. I've got Bravo AMRAAMs there, and I've got Mike, I think they are Mike non-vector thrust Sidewinders there, a couple of bags because we would have refueled. Now we've decided to add a bit more spice. We thought it was a bit of a turkey shoot going against guys that don't have any anti-air opportunity, so we've armed them up all with anti-air missiles, 16 anti-air missiles, and we're going to try not to get shot. Are you ready, RC?
Ready.
They're in the mouth of the canyon, heading towards the canyon, quite slow. Please don't shoot me. 3, 2, 1, Sabutio. Right, let's try and remember how to use this thing, RC. Right, radar on, scanning. Well, let's try and use our AMRAAMs. Oh, I've already got targets. Cab locking. Box 3. Locking another guy. Altitude. Alright, they're going into the canyon mouth. Just watch out. Oh, I can see them all. There's a whole massive bunch of them, I'll say. I'm going ACM.
Oh, yeah.
Box 3. Sidewinders. Get your helmet mounted display on. I can see them. One's going high to come and fight us.
Yeah.
2 going high. Right, watch for the overshoot because we have a massive overshoot. Okay, 3 have gone high. I can't get any tone on them for some reason. I'm going for the high ones. Are you going low?
Box 3. Yeah.
For some reason I can't get any tone on them.
And Flash 2.
Oh shit, I'm fighting you, RC! Dodge, flare, dodge. Engine off, flare. Woo-hoo-hoo, that was lucky. Oh.
Don't shoot me down,
I tried.
Chap.
Hey, I didn't shoot you, and I gave you plenty of warning, so it's all good. Right, I remember how to use this blessed gun sight now. Oh, I didn't put traces on, haven't I? I can't seem to get a lock on them, ever. What am I doing wrong, RC? They're not fighting back, they're just being douchebags, so this is just sitting duck stuff.
They all just kind of exploded.
Right, there's more left, so they're taken down. For some reason I can't get a lock on them with my gun sight, so I'm just going to have to go manual. Haha, get some, baby!
2 behind you.
I know.
They're firing at
Don't let them kill me, RC.
They are firing at you.
Okay, I'm getting out of here.
Just pull out.
Ah, protect him. Okay, I've dodged it. Jesus Christ, they're firing at me, RC. Get them. That's an order. Okay, I'm in a merge with 1. Okay, I'm going guns on a guy going vertical. He's a bit of a douchebag, I'm not going to lie.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it, RC. I don't pay you enough to do that.
Uh-oh.
Jesus, let's get rid of the goddamn tanks.
I hit a mountain.
Oops, that's you out. It's just me. Oh, it looks like it was harder than they thought, Aussie. Hell is that? It's the sun.
This guy's gonna hit the mountain. Oh, there's a maneuver kill.
That would break my heart. Is there anyone left for me?
Let's see. Yeah, there's. No, everybody's gone. They hit the.
Right, so we had 50% failure rate, attrition rate with the F-16s, but we did kill all of the, not completely underbended, but not particularly good L-39s. Meow, which makes me happy. And I shot at RC, which always makes me happy, but I gave him plenty of time to dodge, didn't I, RC? Right, I hope you enjoyed that, and see you later.